again. Oh.
And I got this. I am reading to my pet dog. Hi, my name is Slappy.
Hi, my name's Alex.
My name is Eben.
My name's Jack.
My name's Cooper. My name is Aedan, and welcome to the review and giveawaychannel.com.
And we are Venom.
Alright, now first things first. Where are we?
In the beach.
In a beach.
Fresh lake.
Aedan, stay in, do not move.
And I have some popcorn here.
Alright, so where have we been?
I'm at the Bribey Cinemas.
We've been at Bribey Cinemas, day one on the Thursday of it opening, right? So we've gone and seen Venom, alright? And after Venom, it's probably about, what, nearly 9:30 at night, and we decided to go for a drive down the beach, alright? So we don't have much light, but we thought we'd have something different. So behind you, you've got a big ass lake, which we'll take a little video before we go, alright? So, we went and saw Venom, right? And first thing we found out that Venom, I heard it was a PG rating. It was apparently an M rating. Still wasn't ridiculously scary, right? All right. So, what do you like about it?
How Venom fought Riot. Riot is the silver symbiote.
Okay. What do we like about it?
I like it how all the action is like realistic, and like how Venom just pulls a sword out of him when like the sword was in the character.
Cool stuff. So it's realistic because Venom pulls swords out of the other character.
Yeah,
cool.
And it was like very cool.
All right. What do we like about it?
I mainly like the scary bits and really like his how
Got to be talk louder, mate. We're out on the beach, right?
how he can revive his anyone.
Yeah. All right. What do we like about it, Cooper?
How Venom destroys Riot.
Riot. Yeah, at the end, right? Yeah. How do you like about it?
I liked it when Riot and his ex-wife got together again.
I mean Venom.
Yeah, that's Venom, not Riot. Okay, what don't we like about it?
That Venom died. He died and then he went back to life.
Okay, what don't we like?
All the scary bits, for like when all the jump scares and like all the random moments, like they just seem perfectly normal. Go round in the faces like.
All right. All right. What didn't you like, bud?
I didn't really like the bit when they like how everyone how like Venom is like in the room and like they're doing this thing to him and he's like shaking and like Venom comes out of him and he like jumps out of the door. It's like so dramatic.
Can you just come a bit closer? You're getting further and further away from me, man. Cooper, what do you got? Too close. What don't you like?
That Venom died.
Died? Aedan?
Like I said.
That this what was it? The same as Dax.
Alright. You know what I don't like about it? You know what I didn't like about it? Because I was sitting so close to the screen. Can everyone just squeeze in and stop playing in the sand, please? Alright, we're doing a video. Alright, not sand castles. I didn't like the big boss fighting scene. It was moving so fast, you couldn't keep up with the action. You couldn't keep up with the pictures, man.
Yeah,
Did you see that?
No, the part I was just thinking, why didn't they just wait for the rocket to take off, jump on it, and just slash it like they did in there anyway?
Yeah, I know. Well, if that's
What was the fight for? Why do they even have to fight?
Okay, do you know what Venom or the symbiote's two weaknesses are?
Fire
Yep.
and sound.
Sound.
600
Fire and sound. So if they had heard there was a certain frequency, I think it was between 8,000 and 10,000.
No, it was 600.
What was it?
600 hertz.
Right, anyway, there was a frequency that makes them disappear. That's like that makes them pulls out of the skin, and fire kills them. Beyond that, they were bulletproof. All right, they were bulletproof. So the basis of it is the Venom, the symbiotes were caught by a corporation, brought back to Earth for study, who was using live donors to try and perfect their medicine and that sort of stuff. They're killing people basically to test their stuff, right? True. And you're squeezing a bit further, you're getting further and further apart. And Eddie Brock, which was a big time journalists and well respected started asking fishy questions, and the corporation destroyed his life. They literally destroyed his life, right? So that's the main thing behind it.
Also, Eddie Brock died, but he.
Yeah, well, that's just it. Venom could make him bring him back to life. But the other thing is, the symbiotes, when they go to a host, they eat their livers, their kidneys, their hearts. That's why the symbiotes couldn't survive. I mean, the hosts couldn't survive, and why were they killing their livers and stuff of the host?
I don't know.
So
Because
like,
they weren't feeding them.
Yeah.
They weren't feeding them live human tissue. They weren't feeding them live animals, right?
Venom showed a part when he ate someone's head.
Yeah. Well, we
Also,
did.
Venom hopped on a girl and the girl ate someone's head.
All right. So the bottom line is, but the other thing we found out is there are millions of symbiotes that they were trying to bring back to Earth.
And
also,
now we found out Venom's a good guy.
Also,
Yeah.
in the little movie, we saw Carnage.
All right. Well, let's talk about the mini movie. All right, the mini movie at the end, the big supersized spoiler.
Can I be back? Can I be first?
All right. The end movie is what happens exactly. Brock- Eddie Brock gets hired as a journalist again, right, as a reporter.
He goes to the prison. He saw Cassidy.
Because
Carnage.
Clay asked to get an interview. It had nothing to do with the symbiotes, right?
Yeah.
Had nothing to do with the symbiotes. And they were having an interview, and Cassius Clay said to Eddie Brock, what, do anyone remember? Anyone remember exactly what he said?
He said everything's gonna turn carnage.
He said, I will get out of here someday, and
Everything would turn carnage.
everything will be carnage. Meaning that, because a serial killer, Cassius Clay's a serial killer. I hope it's dark, man.
Yep. I hope they make another movie about it.
Oh, they'll make movies, man. That thing's going to be a hit, man. That's gonna get big rave, man. It is, man. It's opening up. There's also stories of it bringing Spider-Man into it. You know that? A future movie's about bringing Spider-Man in.
Oh, I'm out. Sorry.
All right. Anyway, so base story is symbiotes come in. They escape. They get into hosts.
Yep,
They
also,
destroy their host, so they get into another host. What's that?
And Fortnite's taking over.
Fortnite's got nothing to do with it. That's a
Also,
whole other world.
If the symbiote don't go on a human, they'll die.
Yeah, no, they need a host to survive, all right? But more importantly, they need to eat other people.
Yep,
And
also-
Brock did a deal with Venom. What was the thing towards the end?
If he can only eat bad people. Yeah.
Yeah, bad people, like real bad people.
I'm bad. He's bad. I'm bad. He's bad.
Which made it okay. Anyway, so that's Venom. That's Venom in the short. Yep.
Also, there was a funny part when Venom hops in a room, and then when Eddie Brock finished doing his proof,
Yeah.
and then Venom said to jump out of the window, but Eddie just took the elevator.
And so the bottom line is, at the start of the movie, the first half of the movie, you didn't see Venom. They were just talking in his head, right? Remember? Talking in his head.
Also, until I looked into the mirror.
And what'd you think of that big car scene? The big car scene.
It's when they crash.
When the motorbike's getting chased by the cars.
And he goes around that corner.
and then like Venom like pulls out and then like swings the pony and goes like, oh, help me.
Yeah. Alrighty.
We need more lighting. Eddie Brock
Yeah, we're gonna know.
said something. I think he said mask, and then Venom just popped out.
Yeah. But the bottom line is they were going to bring back millions of symbiotes. Millions of them.
Also,
Millions
That's
of
it.
Fortnite copies.
They were sending another spaceship up to get some of their crew. All right, that's it. Well, that's our beachside, middle of the night. Talk about Venom on a beach, on a four-wheel drive beach in the middle of nowhere. All right. So that's pretty much it. You're all back with us now, Aiden. Since do you want to tell the people on YouTube what you were complaining about? No. Yes. All right. So that's it. All right. So what do we want? Yeah, what do we want people to do?
Like, subscribe, turn the post notification.
ring the bell.
free
Alright.
V-Bucks, not fair, not scam.
We're just
LA.
joking.
Now, if I can pull it off, we'll do a green screen at home and I'll use half one of your face and say I am Venom.
Yeah, like that. It's also like you please comment down if you've seen the Venom trailer with my face on it.
I'm going to make a better one. Alright guys, that's it. Get closer in together.
Help me.
Get closer in together.
Help me.
Alright, and bye-bye.
Bye.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.